All right, everybody, it's time for the End the Chaser Spirits and Beer Pairing Show. It is Thursday, April the 2nd, 2026. Jersey Johnny coming at you. With me, as always, is none other than Mr. Beer Samurai. Say hello, Mr. Samurai.
Hey, happy day after April Fool's Day.
Happy belated April Fool's Day?
No.
Just day after?
Yeah, day after. Or if you really want to be in the spirit, happy April Fool's Day. No, it doesn't work.
Nah.
And anybody get
Happy April Foolish Day.
Anybody get you yesterday?
No, I got a couple people though.
Yeah, I didn't leave the house, so.
Gotcha. Nobody got me. Actually, well, I heard a couple things yesterday that I was hoping was an April Fool.
Oof.
But alas, not so much.
Was it coming out of Washington?
At
any rate.
Maple and booze, yay. I got smoke, yes. Maple, yes, please.
You like both.
I do.
I understand.
So if you haven't guessed, today is smoked maple cocktails and goodbye winter beers.
Goodbye winter. Fuck you. Get lost. We're done with you.
We're done. And had to come back just for a little bit of a 40-degree day today after a gorgeous couple of days.
Nah, it was rainy. 40 is not winter. Stop it. 40 is spring.
40 is early spring.
40 is still spring.
Mm-hmm.
It's cold, below 40 when you.
No, I get it. Still, it was just
everyone whines every year.
Well, this morning when I left the house this morning at 7 something, it was 39 down here. So
yeah, that was about
40. Like the little snowflake next to the temperature on my dashboard of my car.
Well, your car was playing an April Fool's joke on you. It was wrong.
I guess you're right.
Who knows? Who knows? But yep. So yeah, well, all the trees are they're in bloom.
All the leaves are brown and the sky's gray.
Well, the sky's definitely gray, but the leaves are starting to bud. The crocuses are coming out, not the locusts. Relax.
Not locusts, crocuses. Yes.
Or it's the crocuses. They're starting to come out, and
it was a good band too.
The crocuses?
No, just crocus.
Crocus. What about Krampus?
Krampus is a good beer.
And it was a band.
It was a band. Krampus was a good band. Yeah.
Band. I don't know about a good band. I don't think I listened to any of it.
It was a band though, regardless.
Yes, it was.
It was. Well, I'm thirsty. What about you?
Parched.
Parched.
I've been looking at my ingredients for some time now.
All right, so let's get going. You start us off there, sir.
Well, this came out of the fact that both of us, you could see in the background of John's that he had a Knob Creek smoked maple,
mm-hmm.
and I have one as well, as you can see from right here,
mm-hmm.
the Knob Creek smoked maple.
Mm-hmm.
So we were originally going to do another challenge. We said, no, fuck that. Let's do the Knob Creek smoked maple challenge,
mm-hmm.
and we're going to do cocktails that are not technically classic cocktails, not the Manhattan, not your classic bourbon cocktails. Right, that's what we're doing tonight.
Right. Exactly.
Made with this Knob Creek smoked maple.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, as is my wont, I went tiki with it.
Oh, of course you did.
Getting tiki with it. And what I did is I just recently got a new tiki mug.
Mm-hmm. And you had to take it for a spin.
Yeah, no, I had to break it in. And this mug comes from Paradise Lost.
Mm-hmm.
And there it is.
You just went there a couple weeks ago, right? That's what it was.
Yep. Spent way too much money there. But about a third of it was this mug.
I was going to say.
And so what I'm doing is
what did that run you? You were amongst friends here.
$85. $85. This one, though, I love this mug. This might be my favorite mug.
It's a really cool mug. It really is.
And what I like to do, and see, he's even got a butt. See the butt?
He does have a butt.
Admire the butt.
I admire that butt.
That's some tight-ass buns right there.
That's a good butt.
But what I like to do when I get a new tiki mug, I like to develop a tiki drink specifically for that mug, especially if I really like the mug. And I really like this mug. So I figured I'd use this challenge to develop the drink for this mug. So I actually had the name of the drink before I developed the drink itself. It's called Intrusive Thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Intrusive thoughts is when you see an old lady looking over the side of a bridge and you just want to pick her up over your head, scream like some sort of goblin, and just toss her off. But it's wrong, so you don't do it. But It's in there anyway. And one that John and I both have had, when you see that kid running around a bar or a brewery unattended by the parents, you want to put your foot out and trip that little fuck. You don't do it because it's wrong.
But you don't do it because you think about if somebody did it to your kid, but then you think about the fact that your kid wouldn't be doing that.
And if it was, you'd be tripping them yourself.
You'd be tripping them yourself, right?
So it's called intrusive thoughts because they all come from one place.
Right.
The devil on your shoulder.
There
right?
You go. Right.
So what I did is I took the Knob Creek smoked maple. I got 2 ounces of that. And I got two ounces of rhubarb court.
Oh, very nice.
Right. Rhubarb court is spelled differently, RHUM. This is done in the French colonies, French Caribbean colonies tradition.
Sure.
Right. This one comes out of Barbados, Haiti. But I wanted some.
Hold on, that's
Haitian.
Going with
because it's Haitian, so it's Haitian. Well, it's just like the fact that every now and then I call Canada Canadian. So there's smoke already from the maple. I wanted to enhance the smoke in it a little bit, but I also want to put a little heat in it. So I have ancho infused vodka.
Nice. You made it yourself?
Yes.
Nice.
It's so easy to do. You just get some dried anchos. It depends on how much heat you want. If you want to take the seeds out, if you just want the flavor, if you want the heat, leave the seeds in. Put them in strips. Put them into a vessel like that. Fill it all the way to the top with vodka, and then strain out all the ancho and all the whatever the ancho leaves behind, and you're left with this.
I've done it before with different peppers, but I go for the flavor with a teeny little bit of heat. So if I'm going to put 5 peppers in there, right? I put 4 without seeds and 1 with seeds.
I like a little bit more heat, and I want to feel it. So this is my 5 ounces of alcohol. I'm not actually going to pour that in yet because I like to pour in something like this first. So I've got an ounce of orange juice, and there's half an ounce of orange in there. I always pour whatever the orange is in or any syrups in first, because as you can see, the syrup lines that. So I want to rinse that out with whatever else is going in.
Whatever else is going in, right?
And the alcohol is really good to dissolve it. So I'm pouring that in now and just like swirling it around in there, getting that in there. Nice. But also in there.
One of these days, folks, we'll both be standing up on bars and you can actually see what we're doing.
Yes. And there's a 2 ounces of lime juice. So that's going in there as well. So I'm going to take that. We'll give that a good old shakety shake.
A little shakety shake action.
And you got to do it, just do it sideways. Don't be afraid about spilling, because if you got yourself sealed correctly, it's not going to spill on you. And then just smack that and twist it. Get that out. Now I'm pouring the ice.
Flip it, rub it down.
And I'm pouring it with the ice right in there. And then I'm going to go and get some fresh ice that was just made, because that was what I call it, freezer ice. Got my little ice machine back here.
And that's a little pebble ice, right? That good.
This is the pebble ice.
Pebble ice, right?
Yeah, but that was in the shaker too.
Very
but
nice.
It was shaker ice that I had in the freezer, pebble ice that I had in the freezer. So when I don't use all my pebble ice, it goes into a Ziploc, goes into the freezer.
Very nice.
So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of garnish in this. Get that in there. I'll have this up there in a second so you can see what I'm doing. Put that there. This guy's not that easy to garnish.
I can imagine it's a little difficult, but the shape of the top, yeah.
Yeah, it's the shape of the top. But let's see.
Shape of the top butt?
But let's see. So there we go. This is.
Oh, very nice.
So we got that. You know what I forgot to grab?
the
straw.
I was going to say the mug's butt.
There we go. We got a straw right here. We'll put that in there. And this one's dialed in. My garnish just fell off. I said this one's hard to garnish.
Your garnish game is definitely strong.
Yep, but my garnish just fell off there. So I'm gonna get that. This one is a really, really hard one to get in there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'd actually made this. Oh God, that's so good. It's funny because it actually
If
everything
you
we
do
get-
something wrong, I think they're coming to get you.
I admitted to my intrusive thoughts, so
Oh, that's what it was.
they're Catholic cops. So remember,
Yeah.
if you're Catholic, just thinking it is a sin, right?
It's a sin, absolutely.
And speaking of religion, shout out to everyone celebrating observing Passover. You don't celebrate Passover; you observe Passover.
You observe Passover. Yeah. Shout out to everybody. If you're, at your Passover dinner last night, I hope Elijah showed.
That's the Seder.
Mm-hmm.
Your apples and cinnamon, your bitter herbs, all that. So that's the intrusive thoughts. I love the heat level of this. The other thing I like about this drink, the more you drink it, the more the heat level builds in the drink.
Builds in the drink itself. Yeah, absolutely.
It's really something else.
Very nice. I'll do mine. A couple of comments before I get to mine. We got Doug Smith commented. I've created a tiki cocktail with Pennsylvania rye whiskey, which is excellent. Doug, at that note, yes, I do agree with you. I was at Lidditz. I picked up some Stolen Wolf.
And there comes those intrusive thoughts again.
Those intrusive thoughts. There you go.
And John knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. Lidditz, Dave. Lidditz.
Yes.
Lidditz, right.
Lidditz.
Which is excellent. I call it the Big Luhuna. The Big
Luhuna.
And then he said, I commend Dave. His bartending skills have really sharpened with making tiki cocktails. I know I'm repeating myself. I'll say it again. Making tiki cocktails forces you to be a better bartender. And you're not wrong, Doug. You're not wrong.
It does, because the one thing that you learn how to measure.
Yep.
Right, because the measurements have to be precise.
It has to be it's very important.
It's like anyone could throw a martini together, and do you need precision with a martini? No, because a lot of people go and they've had a martini made 15 different ways. No one can agree what the exact measurements are.
Right.
Now there is one that's on the books.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't go by that one because I don't even put the vermouth in.
You just show the bottle to the glass.
Yeah, I scare the bottle with the vermouth, and that's about it. In a Manhattan, everyone likes that ratio a little differently, but with a tiki drink, the balance has to be spot on. Because you've got so many ingredients trying to work together, and you got to find that balance. It's not like herding cats. It's actually trying to forge a peace treaty between 5 warring factions.
Fair enough. All right, I'm gonna do. So I'm making mine. I'm gonna mix it in my mixing glass here.
That's a good place to mix something.
Right here. There you go.
Oh, you got one of those. I love those. I got to get me one of those.
Yeah, these are good. All right, so we're gonna do 2 ounces of the Knob Creek smoked maple.
So you're doing 2 as well.
2 as well. Pour it here. 1.
Really got to get the lighting better in here.
It's been better, but it's been worse. So
yeah, I've got a thought. We'll see if it works.
Is it an intrusive thought?
Nope, this one's not intrusive. It's a
very
helpful one.
There you go. All right, so we got 2 ounces of the Knob Creek smoked maple. Now we're going to do 1 ounce of. Well, you did tell everybody what yours was before you did it, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm making what I call a Campfire Boulevard.
Okay, so it's a Negroni adjacent drink.
Yeah, you could say that it's a Boulevard Air with
which is just a Negroni with rye.
Negroni with
instead of gin, right?
Rye or bourbon, right? Exactly right. And then, but I'm doing it. When I've been making my Boulevard Airs or my Negronis, I've been, trying all different things. Excuse me.
Bless you.
There we go. All right. Sorry. I've been,
or curse you.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Replacing the subbing out things for the Campari, subbing out things for the vermouth, so forth and so on. But I'm just going straight here. That was just regular sweet vermouth, and this is actual Campari.
Yep, even the branded Campari.
Even the branded Campari.
Have you ever seen unbranded Campari?
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually not bad at all. Because Campari is not made the traditional way anymore.
What is the traditional way, and how are they doing it
now? The traditional way the shells of
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, yes. But a couple of the off brands actually use that now. Anyway, so we got that, everything in there. Okay. Now, I'm still going to go. I'm going to one up the smoked maple because we did the smoked maple bourbon, and my favorite smoked maple syrup and Sugar Bob's smoked maple syrup.
I got some right over there.
You got some right there. This is one of my faves. I got to get another bottle of this. And
I just didn't want to make mine any sweeter than it was.
Yeah, just 1 bar spoon. That's it. That's it. Put the cap on this.
1 bar spoon is about just around almost a tablespoon. A little less.
A little less. It's more. Yeah, it's more than a teaspoon.
Yep, but less than a tablespoon.
Less than a tablespoon. So it's like a 1/4 of an ounce.
It might be two teaspoons.
Right. And we're going to do 3 dashes of black walnut bitters. And when I say 3 dashes, I mean 4.
Don't you mean 7?
Yeah, there we go. I just did 4. Might have been 4.5. Anyway, and that's it. Now we're going to put some ice in. And good thing I put it in my. I always put my ice in my thermal cup. You could. This is great. You could put ice in this and leave it in a 90-degree car, and it's barely going to melt. Yep. So put some of the freezer ice in here, just to stir it up, get it a little chill, if you will. Okay, and I'll put that down here. Brought a little extra in case I want to have something afterwards. Stir it. Give it a stir. I'm still stirring.
The stir has got to be about a good minute.
Yeah, it's about a minute.
It's got to be a good minute. That's funny because the stirring glass that John has, we had a holiday party at work. It wasn't at work. It was for work at someplace else. And the bartender, she's a really good bartender. And I was watching her because I was ordering Negronis, and they had a bunch of different gins. So I was letting her pick the gins, and this is again going towards that precision. A Negroni, and John's heard me say this before. Negroni is supposed to be 1-1-1. It's supposed to be even, and I disagree a little bit.
I would go a little heavier on the
gin is for me. The gin's a 1, and then you got about 7/8 on the Campari, and maybe 6/8 on the sweet vermouth.
The sweet vermouth, right.
Is usually how I make mine. And I was watching her make it. She was making it exactly the same way. She was just slightly throwing the other 2 ingredients, but definitely hitting the mark with the gin.
All right, there we go.
And what they did is they had like that one big block of ice. And she for about a minute stir it around the block of ice, and that gives you a great melt rate. As a matter of fact,
speaking of one big block of ice, we're going with that.
There you go.
All right.
Is that a Death Star or just a round?
Just a round cube.
Oh, I got a Death Star one.
And we're going to strain the ice, and then into
the small ice into the big block.
Small ice into the big block.
And this is how how one should serve a Negroni adjacent drink.
Now, I don't want to say I'm good, but that was everything.
Your draw line is right where it should be. That's a beautiful draw line right there, John.
I like that. And
that's the interesting thing about tiki drinks, though, because you'll get something like this, and you can go right ahead and you can measure the ounces if you want. It doesn't really matter because I've put about 8 ounces of liquid in this, and the rest is ice.
Right.
And you can do that with anything. Now, granted, you don't want to take a drink that's only 5 ounces and put it into a vessel this large.
Right.
But, I could put something with 8 ounces, something with 10 ounces, something with 6 ounces, and just fill the rest of it with ice. And as the ice melts, if you made your tiki drink properly, the ice melt is not going to detract from the drink whatsoever.
Not at all. So, all right.
Other drinks water down.
Cheers.
Cheers. Like the color. The color matches the mug.
Yes, it does. Oh my God.
You like?
Oh, I love. That is really good. That is really good. The yeah, The flavors. I mean, it's just you got that Campari. The bitter liqueurs are coming through, but the maple is pulling the vermouth kind of over it,
Right.
and the smoke is just washing over everything. This is really, really tasty.
Nice.
So, gotta take the obligatory picture.
Mm.
And we'll put the other 2 stars of the show in the picture.
The other 2 stars.
Your Sugar Bobs and Black Walnut Bitters.
I have black walnut bitters there too, as well. I could have made the same drink. As a matter of fact, to look behind me, like, yeah, I've got all that stuff. Now, here's the thing with the Negroni. So, the Manhattan, when I use sweet vermouth, I always use Antica.
Antica's delicious, yes.
Do you use it for your Negroni?
I do.
Do you? See, I knowing that it's a supporting role.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, okay, yes, it's a supporting role in a Manhattan, but it's a big supporting role.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
it's a bigger supporting role in a Manhattan than it is in the Negroni. Yeah.
You know, it's a cast of 2 in the Manhattan. It's a cast of 3 in the
Negroni. I see where you're going with this. Yes, I have made Negronis without Antica, but I never make a Manhattan without Antica.
And I will make I use Dolan for my Negronis.
Mm-hmm.
You know, another very fine sweet vermouth, but I like Antica just a little better.
Yeah. Dolan's if Antica's, I'm not saying Antica's a 10. I'm not saying it's not. But if Antica's a 10, Dolan's an 8.
Yeah,
an 8 and 9.
Yeah, an 8.5, I'd say.
Yeah.
Well, the way I look at it is the Antica, when you make the Manhattan, since there's only those 2 ingredients, it's really just the play of these 2 ingredients. It's important that you're getting that consistency with both those ingredients.
Correct.
To get that flavor that you like.
Mm-hmm.
With a Negroni, it's also very important as well. But as long as you're close with the vermouth, because Campari and the gin are such a strong flavor, I don't think the vermouth is there as much as a flavor component as a leveling. It levels the field a little bit.
Right.
I think it's more like the referee.
Yeah.
So that's why I'll go to a lesser Dolan. For me, opinion, Dolan's the lesser of the 2 sweet vermouths. So I'm willing to go there. I'm not going to go down to Martini and Rossi with it though.
No. But you know what though, in a pinch, and I got to tell you, in a Boulevardier or a Negroni, in a pinch, if you sub it a little further down than the Campari, it in a pinch it's fine. Yeah.
Well, especially in a Boulevardier, because now you've got rye, which is
rye's going to be a star of the show there,
and it's bolder than gin.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have the subtler herbal flavors that the gin has, and bringing that bitterness. It's bringing something a lot sharper and something a little more powerful to it. So you're now that supporting role played by your vermouth is even smaller.
Right.
If anything, it's cowering in the corner.
Exactly. So, awesome. Well, I've opened my Goodbye Winter beer.
Oh, I got to pull mine out of the fridge. Luckily, the fridge is right here.
Luckily.
And let's see if I can blindly grab it. Blindly grabbed it. I knew exactly where I put it.
Mm-hmm.
So here it is. I don't know what happened, but the bottle's sticky.
Those intrusive thoughts again.
Well, it is. That's this bottle here. So, what did you get for your goodbye to winter?
All right, it's a fall beer that I also enjoy drinking in winter.
Okay.
But it paired. I thought it would go so well with this, and it has been so far. I need to AB it a little bit more, but it's from Long Trail up in Vermont, which we know and love.
Montreal.
And it's their Harvest Ale. It's their Vermont Maple Syrup Ale. So there you go.
And who's the brewery? I'm sorry.
Long Trail.
Oh, Long Trail. You said Montreal.
No, Long Trail. Long Trail.
Yeah, Long Trail. They changed the label.
Oh yeah, a while ago. That's the
Yeah,
at least
I haven't seen that in a while.
yeah. That's that.
So I went with a beer that I typically, it's because I'm not very seasonal when it comes to my beers.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I'll drink anything at any time, but I've only ever really drank this in the winter, and that's Celebrator.
That is a fantastic beer, my friend.
And it's
available year round. It's not just
it is,
beer.
But I only really drink it in the winter for some reason. But the thing is, there's two reasons I picked this beer. One, with the smoke and the heat going on in the Intrusive Thoughts, I needed a bold beer to stand up to that. Celebrator is one of those things, and I did want something a little on the sweeter side to balance out the heat and smoke of the tiki drink. Imagine people think tiki drinks are sweet. I'm drinking a sweeter, beer that's a little more on the sweeter malt profile to balance out and bring down what I'm drinking.
Down what you're drinking, yeah. Exactly.
But the other reason I want to drink this is when we talk about farewell to winter, it's not as I said at the beginning of the show, fuck you, winter, get out of here. But that's not the point here. This is to celebrate the end of winter.
Right.
And not in a get out of here thing, but to celebrate what happened during winter. So, John, during winter, what happened during winter that was just you want to celebrate?
What happened during winter that I just want to celebrate?
Yeah, it's funny I asked that question. I'm like, why the fuck I asked the question? Because I don't know the answer to it either.
Yeah, that's a good. Let me need to ponder that for a moment. What happened? Well, I mean, we got through the snowstorms that we did this year.
Well, we did.
And we haven't had snowstorms like that in several years.
Yeah,
the last one we had it's been about 10 years since we had a
it's been a while. I think the last big one we had was not quite, I think it was about 8 years ago when we had something about that size.
We
at least maybe 9.
Yeah, we haven't had 2 feet of snow. We've had 2 feet of snow in Jersey, and it's always on the 6th year. Back in 16 we did. Back in 06 we did. Back in 96 we had 3 feet almost of snow.
Yeah.
I remember that because I spent 4 or 5 days at the firehouse. So much.
Well, the thing is about it was kind of cool to actually get a big snowfall again.
Mm-hmm.
But what was interesting is, I work with a lot of people who are from other countries, and I was telling them with the snow coming, I'm like, don't worry about it. New York knows what to do with snow, blah, blah, blah. They do this, they'll do this. All the snow will be gone the next day. Yeah, they completely forgot what the fuck to do when the snow hit. It was like it took so long for New York to recover. But when that second snowstorm hit, they're like, right. And they got down to it. And the next day, it was as if it had never happened. They cleaned that up so fucking quickly. The second one.
They did the second one. And to be quite honest with you, even if they hadn't, between the rain and the warmer weather that succeeded that storm, all the snow would have been gone anyway. So, so there was that celebrate getting through the bad snow for the first time in about 8 or 10 years, like you said. What else? My daughter and son-in-law bought and closed on and moved into their first house.
That's nice.
So we had the housewarming, so we celebrate that. So cheers to them. Cheers to Rachel and Courtney.
I was gonna go with the beer because I'm drinking a Celebrator. If we're gonna celebrate, I'm drinking my Celebrator.
There you go. There you go. I did both. They do pair well together. These two pair well together. I feel like this. This drink is fantastic. I urge you to try this. I urge you to make one.
I have it. You have to text me the measurements.
All right. Easy peasy. 2-1-1 bar spoon of
and 2 bar and 1 bar spoon.
1 bar spoon of
and 4 to 18 shakes of
4 to 18 shakes of I did 5. There was 5 in there.
Okay.
All right. And that's it. Stir with ice, strain over a large cube.
2-1-1.
2-1-1. Do it. I urge you to do it. That's definitely going in the book.
That'll put that in the book. This will be going in the book.
And I'm drinking this out of my Godfather. I don't know if you can see the etching.
No, I can't. It looks like your ice cube's got a nipple, actually.
Yeah, but yeah, God, it's my Godfather.
That's more intrusive.
It was a present for my godson. It's actually like, his mother got it, but
Yeah.
he was a little young at the time. Hi, I'd like to buy my uncle a glass. Yeah.
Can you do it off of a mafia movie? Yeah, that's what's wrong with this kid. Get him a special test.
Yeah. But no, this is oh my god, this is so delicious. I may make another one when I'm done. That's how good this is right now.
Let's see. What happened this winter?
Yeah, what happened for you? What happened? What are you celebrating?
Well, we got and paid for the upcoming trip to Italy.
No.
Managed to talk my sister into coming along. So she's 13 years younger than me.
Sarah's going with you?
Sarah's going with us.
Very nice.
And we had never ever taken a family vacation together.
Ever?
Never. So, my little brother and I, my older brother and I, yeah, but there's only a 4-year difference between the three of us.
Mm-hmm.
By the time Sarah came around, there was just too many kids to afford to go anywhere. Right. So we never traveled.
Your family vacations were going to the beach.
Because by then,
Well, you were going to college and she was 5, so I mean,
yeah, just about. Yeah. So yeah, by the time she was of a good age to actually travel with, I was out of the house. And probably at odds with my mother at the time. Yeah, so as all 18-year-olds boys usually are. Actually, even worse so with the girls. My sister back then. But no, so the decisions were made. Everything's all paid. And heading off. So that was fun. Spending the winter planning that, getting everyone involved. And pretty much all participants, I'll be like, okay, I was thinking to do this, and they're like, just stop, just plan it. We'll go where you take us. So that's been a lot of fun. So that was a good thing to pretty much do over the winter.
Nice, very nice. That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, we did a few things too. We did, other couple of day trips kind of thing, but we did get out to Lancaster. Again, I've been out there in a few years, so went out there. Obviously, got up to Lidditz.
I've heard that.
That was fantastic. I'm celebrating some new bourbons that I picked up.
That's always something to celebrate. Mm-hmm. Oh, the one big thing that happened during the winter for me, the tiki thing started. It started in November.
Yeah, you're right.
It started in November, and it's been fun. It's been kind of almost a lifestyle changer. Not drinking as much beer as I used to, instead drinking this.
Well, we've discussed that, right? And
right.
Neither of us are, right? Yeah.
Right, and doing this is actually, I guess, maybe also with all the fruit juices that I drink, I feel better.
Yeah.
Beer does weigh in. Now, don't get me wrong. Beer will always be my first love. That in my right hand.
And our Tuesday nights aren't going anywhere, so don't worry.
Yes, no, they're not. And I know.
Although the last 2 you've had cocktails.
Yeah, I've had tiki cocktails in the last 2. There was reasons for both of them. That will not happen next week.
No.
So, but yeah, so winter's done. 2025 is done. We're into 2026 now.
We are. We're almost a quarter. We're almost we're almost a third of the way through it. Yeah,
we're getting there to be a third of the way through it.
After we get through this month and our birthdays,
are coming up. Yeah. This is true. So
this is our favorite month. Baseball begins. Our birthdays are in it.
Baseball baseball began before April 1st this year.
It did, and it has been lately. It seems to always be like the last couple of days of March.
It's experiencing seasonal creep.
I think Jim Cook's involved with baseball for somehow.
It's very possible, and Sam. But yeah, today is the Yankees home opener.
Tomorrow is.
That's right. So the Empire State Building is lit up in pinstripes in honor. Yeah, it's actually pretty. I didn't see it. I get if you text them, I forget what the number is. you can sign up for what the colors mean on the Empire State Building.
And they email you every day or whatever.
They email you right around sunset every day, and so I'll show you what one looks like. Here it is. So that is that's what the Empire State Building looks like today.
Yes, I see it. I got it. Yep.
Yeah, there we go. Get it out of the glare,
Mm-hmm.
and it's in pinstripes. And what they were lit up in blue and orange for the Mets home opener. So they don't play favorites.
I used to work 5 blocks away from that, and at WVD when I was on the radio at WVD at 10:50 a.m. My office, the window literally looked diagonally out towards the Empire State Building. So I'd sit at my desk. Well, I'd be here, windows here, and I looked like this, and there was the Empire State Building.
That's very cool. I walk when I commute into work and back.
Mm-hmm.
I walk down Broadway, and so I walk through Herald Square. Herald Square is a block and a half from the Empire State Building.
Sure.
So I see it all the time. And what I do like about outside of daylight savings, especially in spring and fall, there's a time period where I'm walking and the Empire State Building lights up while I'm walking.
Okay.
And I forget what
that time of year because of the light,
right.
The hour and the sunsetting. Yeah.
And what's really, really cool is the Empire State Building every night, if you catch it at the right time, does this little light display.
Mm-hmm.
If it's doing its classic colors.
Right.
If it's just doing its classic colors, it'll do this little light dance. I think it lasts all about 5 minutes, so you've got to time it to catch it. What's really cool is, I don't know if you watched the Daredevil series on TV.
I know it. I haven't seen it.
Because the new season of the new Daredevil series is out, and the last episode, they're in Brooklyn. I think they're in Brooklyn. Yeah, they're in Brooklyn. They're in Red Hook, and the background is the Empire State Building, and they caught it doing the light dance.
Oh, nice!
And I was like, that is so cool because it's. I don't know. They had to have. I don't know if it was just happenstance, or they waited.
It's a bit of a haul, but you can see it still, though.
Oh, you can definitely see it from Red Hook. Yeah, you can see it from Red Hook.
You can see. I mean, it's not like it's right there, right? The Statue of Liberty is closer to Red Hook than.
Yes, it is. Right. But I mean, come on, the Empire State Building's quite. It stands out. Especially when it's doing its light dance.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
And I was just going to bring this up. You mentioned light and the sunset and everything else. I was thinking years ago, I worked in Manhattan. Early on, I mean, I was probably still in college and doing stuff for there. And I remember, at certain times of year and hours of the day or whatever, the sun coming down between buildings on
Manhattan Hedge.
On the streets, Manhattan Hedge. But before Manhattan Hedge, right? And before it was a thing.
Before Neil deGrasse Tyson dubbed it, yes.
Right. And we'd all be, hey, watch the sun's coming down. Come on, let's lean outside or look outside or go outside or whatever. And then all of a sudden it becomes this big thing that everybody's doing. But we were doing it.
Yeah, and now Fifth Avenue closes down because people stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue taking photos.
Right.
And it's not officially closed down. It's just the cars can't go anywhere.
Cars can't go anywhere, exactly. So I do want to show you though. It was a little bit of not a coup. I won't say that, but. I definitely like the.
He's not talking about the current administration.
No.
So, just a caveat right there. If anybody from the DOJ or we do have someone from the HSA listening, but we'll. So any government agents, he didn't mean it in that way.
No. The coup I'm talking about is
something else.
Some of my bourbon.
So you're just using it as a French word.
A French word, yeah, exactly. So like I showed before, I picked up. We were in Lidditz. I went to Stolen Wolf, fantastic distillery. They have a number of Pennsylvania rye out there. They have some bourbons too, and some other stuff. We'll talk more about that. One of the guys from Stolen Wolf will be coming on. Actually, we'll be coming on the beer podcast first because he was a brewer first, and then hopefully the show afterwards. But this. I haven't even had it yet. I had it there, so I've had this before. I haven't even opened this bottle yet, though.
Now, I'm going to be interested when you do open it, because I have found that when you drink something at the distillery, fall in love with it, bring the bottle back, it doesn't always match what you had at the distillery.
Right. So
I had that happen. What's the gin the gin distillery in Portland, Maine? It's right by Oxbow Blendery.
Yes, I've had many a cocktail there too. It's right next to. I always go over and I get my
your Ethiopian mead.
No, not my Ethiopian mead.
No, because they're right next door.
I get my duck fat fries, and I eat them there.
Oh, you don't eat them in the blendery?
I don't. Oh no, I've perfected it. I go to the blendery and I have my beers.
Yeah.
All right. Then I get duck fat fries and I make my way over to the distillery and I eat them there with a cocktail.
Gotcha.
But it is. I'll look. As soon as I see it, I'm gonna be like, oh, duh. Of course.
I said their bottles. The bottle's right here. This is the bottle without the label on it.
I'm just zeroing in on it because I know exactly where.
Does this bottle look familiar, John?
Oh, of course.
That's their bottle.
Right.
And you can tell by the stopper, because it's a glass stopper without much of a protection to it. But I remember when I first had the gin, I was like, "Oh my god, this gin is so good!" Hardshore. That's it. I was like, Downshore, no. So Hardshore, and I got a bottle of their gin, and I took it home, and I have to say, I did not enjoy it when I got home.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you one thing: it made me a big fan of gimlets. You put enough lime juice in anything.
You put lime juice in anything, you're good. Yeah, you're good. So, I mean, hey, Corona, right? There you go. So,
no, that's.
I don't think you can't put enough lime in Corona to make it now. Anyway.
No, basically, you put a bunch of lime in Corona, you've got limeade.
No, you put enough lime in Corona. Well, you know the reason they put lime in Corona, right? It helps keep the flies out.
Yes,
right,
there is that.
So, that's a joke, folks. If you like Corona, have at it. I'm kidding. So I picked up this bottle. Willett Small Batch. Purple top, people call it.
Very nice.
So
that's not a cheap bottle.
I'm looking forward to that.
John apparently has won the lottery, or a real estate deal came through.
I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that look for him. I was gifted this bottle over the holidays, so something to celebrate for the winter, I suppose.
There you go.
There you go. Widow Jane, Baby Jane, heirloom corn, Baby Jane. Yeah.
See, what did I get a gift from my vendors? I got gifted. Oh, got some really nice chocolates. Remember the chocolates? Right here.
I remember the chocolate.
We use on our Valentine's Day show with Augie, and these were the chocolates I was using to pair beers on the Valentine's Day show.
This is true.
And that actually came from one of our vendors.
I'm looking forward to this bottle. Bardstown.
Yes, they're one of the sleepers out there.
There's definitely a sleeper out there. This is the rye.
It's one of those things where they're a sleeper now, but in 2 years that's going to be a $90 bottle.
Yeah, exactly. It's sleeper now. It's in the upper 40s now, but it's going to be it'll be more. And then my coup de grace, if you will.
Your coupe de Gracie?
My coupe de Gracie. I hooked up with a bottle of this.
There you go.
There you go. Little old Fitz.
Old Fitz. The one thing I did get for Christmas, and you know this puppy right here.
Yes.
Talking about things that were in the 40s at one point and have now become entirely overpriced. But unless you know somebody, unless you got a guy.
Unless you got a guy.
Yep.
Unless you got a guy. So, and a little foreshadowing. Our show on May 7th.
Sure.
I believe it's May 7th, right?
There might be some tequila involved in it.
Maybe some tequila or agave spirits involved in it. And we're actually going to have a guest on the show. The general sales manager for La Pulga.
La Pulga?
La Pulga. Tequilas from Mexico. And my cocktail will be featuring their Sotol.
And it's got an alacran on it.
It's got an alacran on it. There you go.
Very nice. We'll have to let him know that we're doing a show in his honor.
Absolutely.
I need. I've got it. I got to get my hands on some of that for the show.
We'll see.
I've got a month.
We'll make that happen. We'll make that happen.
I'll say one thing.
What's it?
The heat in this drink,
Mhm.
right? As I told you, it's intensifying. It's funny because you would think with more ice melt, it wouldn't, but it is absolutely intensifying. The heat in this, what it does to this thing,
Mhm.
it turns this into toffee.
Really? So it's the heat, not any of the other flavors in it. It's the heat.
I think it's the heat in it that's doing it. I don't know. Maybe it's the maple. I don't know what it is. But this drink
It's interesting.
is turning this into toffee.
Well, you know what? I'll one up, not one up you. I'll concur. That's the word I was looking for. I'll concur with you that not in what you're saying with the heat or whatever, and turning it into toffee, but this beer, I've had this for years. This is one of my favorite fall beers.
Yep.
All right, and I drink it through the winter. This is why I'm having it now, right? Plus, it's maple, and it goes with what we're doing. But this cocktail, by the way, that's all I have left. I probably should make another one. It's really good.
Are you working tomorrow?
I am. So late though. I don't have to get up early.
Oh, good.
But whatchamacallit, this is it's almost it's not intensifying the maple by any means. It's smoothing it out with the caramel notes. It's let's face it, it's a brown ale, right? I mean, they call it a Vermont maple syrup ale. It's a brown ale, right?
Okay.
Right. So it's maple brown, right? But it's intensifying the more of the malt notes, but smoothing out the maple to where it's almost congealed into one different flavor.
Nice.
And it's hard to explain, but if you're listening out there, seriously, if you have any interest in this at all, get a bottle of Knob Creek smoked maple, or you know what? I mean, to be completely honest with you, use any bourbon and put 2 bar spoons of the smoked maple syrup in it.
Yes. Yeah. Here's the thing, and a warning with that smoked maple syrup.
Mm-hmm.
It's strong, folks.
Yeah.
It is.
To
be used sparingly.
Yeah. To be completely honest with you, I put 1 bar spoon in. If you don't have Knob Creek smoked maple, use regular bourbon and put 1.5. Don't even 2. Use 1.5 bar spoons.
There's certain things out there that if you buy a bottle of really should last you for a while. In the tiki world, pimento dram. Pimento dram. I've never ever put more than. There's one time I put more than a half of an ounce of pimento dram into a tiki drink and immediately fucking regretted it.
Yeah.
It takes everything.
I was just telling you the other day. I need to pick up another bottle of St. Elizabeth.
Yeah, that's this stuff right here.
That's the allspice dram.
Yep. Well, that's pimento dram.
Right.
So pimento is just the Caribbean word for allspice,
right.
Where pimento is something else entirely in the rest of the world.
But
so
you get a bottle of that. I don't care if you make. I don't care if you're Dave and you make 4 or 5 tiki cocktails a week. That bottle's still lasting you a year.
Look where it is.
Yeah.
I got this in November.
Yeah, exactly.
And look where that is. I've got a lot of this left.
Where did you get that, by the way?
I don't know if I got it at your place or if I got it downstairs.
I think you got it. I'm pretty sure you got it by me. But
I may have got it by you. Mm-hmm. I do know that downstairs.
The day you bought the pushers, I think you got that too.
You mean this stuff?
That stuff there, yeah.
This is my workhorse.
Oh yeah, of course.
Pushers is, and right next to it's the other workhorse. Mm-hmm. This guy right here, Eclipse.
Oh, the Mount, yeah, exactly.
Mount Gaze Eclipse and Pushers rum. So if I want something that's more of the, a little lighter, I'm going with the Barbados.
Yeah, go Mount Gaze. Yeah.
But I love Navy rums.
Navy rums are fantastic. Doug just said the magic of tiki alchemy. It is. It's definitely alchemy.
It really is.
I mean, mixology in and of itself is alchemy. Yes, but you're not wrong that tiki definitely personifies that thought.
And here's the thing: Pusser's gunpowder strength.
Mm-hmm.
So just take Pusser's, make it a little more alcoholic. So if you want a little extra oomph in your Mai Tai or your or your painkiller, Oh, I learned something at Paradise Lost.
Okay.
Pussers has actually copyrighted the painkiller,
They have.
and if they've gone after bars that have put that on their menu as a painkiller,
Oh my God, really?
which I think is self-defeating.
A little bit.
Because if you make a painkiller, unless the stipulation is if you call something a painkiller and you're making it with something other than pussers, then you've broken the broken the copyright.
You have. Yeah.
But at Paradise Lost, they put pussers in it. Now, I watched them grab the bottle of pussers, so maybe that's not it. But no, they've copyrighted it. And I would think it would be very, very stupid to copyright something and not let bars use it.
Right.
Because that's the whole thing. You want them making your cocktail.
You do. You definitely.
And Paradise Lost is the only place that I know that has changed the name of the painkiller. They call it Redacted.
Okay.
Which is a great name.
It is a fantastic name.
And if you know your cocktails, you look at it and go Redacted. That's just a painkiller. and I brought that up. They're like, yeah, but we're not allowed to call it a painkiller. I'm like, that makes no sense to me.
It doesn't. Which is amazing, right? You think about it, right? If you can copyright the name, but you can't copyright the recipe, right? So now you can copyright a formula if you're making a product, like mass producing a product like Coca-Cola, blah blah blah, right? But even in beer, right? Cocktails, beer, same thing. Like I can make a beer. I can pick a beer, Heady Topper. All right.
Sure.
I can make Heady Topper. I can get a chemist to find the exact water chemistry to match the Vermont, and specifically the Stowe Vermont water
right.
that alchemist uses to make Heady Topper. And I can make with the exact same ingredients they use. I can make that beer. I can't call it Heady Topper.
Nope.
That's what's copyright, right? But yeah, I can make the same exact beer. And you know what? Kudos. And I think I can speak for almost, and I'll use the word almost because there's a few outliers. I can speak for almost every brewery out there, big or small, that if you are able to copy the recipe and nail the formula and have a beer that is A-B it, and it's hard to tell the difference, they're gonna give you a pat on the back. They're gonna be happy that you did that. Right? As long as you don't name it what they called it,
right?
They're fine with it.
Yeah. A lot of breweries will share the recipes.
Of course.
With other breweries.
Of course.
Oh God, I forgot something.
What was that?
I forgot that the garnish was a fire cherry.
How's your mouth?
Oh no, what's interesting though, is even though it was a little bit of a shock, it's not as a shock because of the drink it's in. Right. It wasn't as big of a shock that it usually is.
Gotcha.
And for those who don't know what fire cherry is, my maraschino cherries, I drain them, I rinse them, then I refill it with rye and let those sit. And then those cherries absorb that rye. And if you don't know what's about to hit you, it's a little bit of a shock.
I've done both, right? And what I find I like a little bit better, I love doing that. All right. I've never done this to Luxardos because Luxardos are just too damn expensive to drain.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
So, but I have gotten not maraschinos. I've gotten. You ever get the boozy? And there's a couple of different versions of them, right? There's a couple of it's maraschino cherries, but made in vein of like a Luxardo cherry, right? But it's not $28 for a jar. It's like $10 for.
Yeah, but they put them. Oh, the ones. Oh, you mean Collins?
Collins is one. There's a few of them, right?
Yeah, these. Nope, that's actually that's peach nut. These things right here.
Those, yeah.
These are their bourbon version,
right? Collins is one, and so forth. But what I'll do is I'll drain half the brine. If I'll call it brine, it's not pickled by any means.
Go with liquid.
Liquid. I'll drain half the liquid out.
Liqueur
out, right? And I'll fill it with rye. Okay. Not bourbon, rye. It's got to be rye.
And now there's also those cherries out there that are soaking in moonshine.
Yes.
You've seen those jars.
I've seen it. Yeah.
Those scare me just a little.
I gotta be honest with you. Oh, finish what you're saying. Yeah.
Well, and then there's that whole thing where that whole fire department, Ocean City, is the Ocean City thing where they do the jar of cherries in vodka, tape the thing up. They'll make it that 1 year. That story come from you?
It came from me. That's
right.
We do Wildwood.
And then they open up the last year's, and everyone eats those and get just trashed off the damn cherries.
He was on. The guy that did it. He was actually on my company, my fire company, and it wasn't vodka. It was Everclear.
Yeah. Someone just asked me about Everclear the other day. They're like, well, what's the point of Everclear? I was like, Everclear is for alcoholics, really?
Yeah. Everclear is just almost pure alcohol.
That's all it is.
It's not even. It's a neutral spirit, so you can call it a vodka, but it's pure. It's pure alcohol. Its only point is to raise the ABV of anything that you're drinking. Anything you're drinking. There's nothing other than that factor.
There's no other redeeming factor for
none whatsoever, right? So, but what he would do is he would take we'd go to the fire convention in September, right? Second weekend after Labor Day in September. We get there on Thursday morning. And he would take a full gallon jar of maraschino cherries. He'd empty out all the liquid out of it, like drain it all. I mean, there's a little left, whatever. But he'd fill it with Everclear to the top, cap it tight, tape it, date it, put it in the closet to take with him, of course, and pull out the one he just brought down that he made the year before. And that's the one we ate all weekend.
Nice.
And they were... I mean, granted, all you're doing is eating a, 200 proof cherry, right? Basically, 100. What is Everclear? 90, 95?
Yeah, it's 190 proof, I think.
So it's 190 proof. So you're eating 190 proof cherry is what you're eating. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So you could have no drinks whatsoever, eat 2 of those, and you're pretty much done. So you got, and we weren't stupid. We always paid attention, right? But there'd always be that novice, if you will. Oh, these are good. Oh, let me have another. Oh, let me have no. You had 2. You're good.
You want to talk about novice?
Go sit down. Oh no, I want another one. No, go sit down.
You want to talk about novice when my when Matthew played soccer.
Mm-hmm.
End of the year, we'd have a party.
Right.
And one year, it was at one person's house. They had a pool, so we had a pool party.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a table of snacks laid out for the kids, and then there was a table off to the side that had some Jello shots and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this tub of Swedish fish.
Nice. Keep talking. I'm going to make another one, but I pulled another bottle of bourbon over. I'm going to make the way I told you to make it if you don't have smoke. Not a big smoke. Okay,
give it a shot. And that tub was full of Swedish fish that had been soaking in vodka overnight.
Okay, I gotcha.
And it took me 2 or 3 of them to realize that Matthew was eating the Swedish fish.
Oh no, he wasn't.
And after his third one, I said, "Don't eat those." He goes, "Yeah, they kind of taste funny anyway." I tell you, he slept real well that night.
He slept real well that night. Well, we had a pancake breakfast at one of my old firehouses, and we had a one of the fountains, the mimosa fountains, right? Okay. I knew I wanted to do this. I just missed because I could put a little less Campari and vermouth in. Because it just misses probably probably not 2 ounces, probably 1 ounce and 3/4. But anyway, Dead Soldier. There you go.
There you
go. It's my 172 proof. There you go. Small batch. 172 small batch. Anyway, so which we call it? We had 2 fountains going, right? We had an orange juice fountain and a mimosa fountain going. So anybody wanted orange juice, and we kept refilling it. Anybody want orange juice? You went over to the orange juice fountain. Anybody want mimosas? You go to the mimosa fountain. We had them separated so you would know which was which, right? Orange juice over there, mimosas are way down there, you know. Anyway, and it was Memorial Day, right? One of the guys' kids, 9 years old, and he kept going up, and nobody saw him. Nobody really, honestly noticed. So it's up to the, like we talked about parents, right? It's up to the parents to watch, right? But what's we call it? So, and with all due respect, the wife wasn't drinking either. She had coffee. She wasn't paying attention. She sent him up, go get some orange juice, and he looked himself and saw the mimosa fountain and was going up to get orange juice. And he probably had 3 glasses of mimosas. Now they weren't strong mimosas to begin with, right? But he he had probably 2. She realized during the 3rd glass, so he probably had maybe 3 sips of the 3rd glass, and stopped it right there. Well, hey, sorry. And this is years ago. This is probably 30 years ago at this point, or more than that. Probably 35 years ago at this point, because the kid that was 9 years old is almost 50. So, anyway, he slept really good during the Memorial Day parade.
I'm sure he did. John, I'm going to be right back. I need some ice. I'll be right back.
Go get some ice.
Because I'm going to do what you've told me to do. Be right back.
I think you should. There you go. All right, so I'm going to continue to make mine. I'm going to do a little bit less Campari, because like I said, seriously, make this if you can. You can get Knob Creek smoked maple. Do 2, 1, and 1 for your Boulevard Air. 1 bar spoon of the smoked maple syrup. Got to get that, of course, and 4 or 5 dashes of black walnut bitters. Now, if you don't have Knob Creek smoked maple, use any bourbon. Do 2, 1, and 1, but use a bar. 1.5 bar spoons. Because Knob Creek smoked maple is smoky maple bourbon, but any smoked maple syrup is going to be so powerful, especially the sugar bobs.
Yep.
Don't need a lot of it. So
okay.
So we're gonna do because I only have 1 3/4 ounces of bourbon. We're going to do 3/4 ounces of Campari and 3/4 ounces of vermouth.
So you're cutting it back a little bit because
I'm just cutting your
shortage.
I shorted myself, yeah. So, but it's still 2, 1, and 1.
Now you said 1 bar spoon.
1 bar spoon. 1 bar spoon.
Okay.
1 bar spoon.
Okay, there's my 1 bar spoon. There's my 1 bar spoon.
It's my 1 bar spoon.
Okay, and about 87 shakes of the
do 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 18, 19, 20.
There you go.
Okay, I'm gonna put you back here. Let's get this a nice stir. I'm gonna let that sit for just a little bit, get a little ice melt.
I love whenever I open my bottle. I gotta get another one of these. Whenever I open my bottle of Sugar Bobs, it's just amazing.
Okay, so I'm getting my cube out of its mold. This is my Death Star mold.
I don't have a Death Star. I have squares. I have rounds, and I have footballs.
Well, there's my Death Star mold
Shocker,
in there.
I have football.
Yeah, that's a big shocker. So I'm going to put that back there, get that out of the way. I've got a little bit of milk in here. Let's get this stirred up nice.
The rest of my ice in here.
Okay. Up here. I'm going to strain this out of its ice using my Gape strainer.
There you go.
And John is absolutely right in his measurements. It gives you the perfect draw line for DOF.
There you go.
Look at that.
Beautiful. Love it.
Right? And I'm not, it looks exactly like yours.
Yes, it does.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was going to be a little too, I thought it was going to be too sweet.
No.
It's a bit sweet.
It leans to the sweeter side, but it's not sweet. In that
No, I would call it sweet, but I think the sweet is balanced out by the smoke.
Okay, fair enough.
Because that's a lot of smoke. And this is a first on the show. Right, John?
This is the first on the show?
This is the first on the show where one of the hosts on the show made the drink that the other host made at the top of the show.
This is
the first time that has ever happened.
And I stirred mine, and I realized I did not, because I'm not using Knob Creek. You know what? Let me taste it first. I'm going to taste it right out of here on the bar spoon. Since it's only me. It's only me.
It's only me. You don't have to use the straw trick.
Exactly. Nope. I got it. Because I don't have the Knob Creek smoked maple going on my 1792. I need another half a bar spoon of the smoked maple syrup.
There you go.
So I have to do that right now. I'm glad I just remembered that. Otherwise, I would not have enjoyed it as much. There we go. Half a bar spoon. So I've done 1.5 bar spoons for a regular bourbon, not the Knob Creek smoked maple bourbon.
I'll say one thing about it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to like smoky to like this.
You have to like smoke to like this. Yes. If you don't like smoke, don't make this.
No, you're not gonna. You probably won't enjoy it that much if you don't like smoke.
You pull it up.
If you think that Schlenkerla is just undrinkable, absolutely undrinkable, don't make this drink.
Speaking of this, I might actually pour myself a little of this.
There you go. Actually, you should have made this drink with that.
Ooh,
you know right over the top.
Didn't even think of that. Damn it. That'll be next.
There you go.
By the way, speaking of dead soldiers, I just finished this one.
Buffalo Trace.
I gotta get myself another bottle.
You were so young. You were taken too soon. Can we not use the term dead soldiers?
Yes, let's not do that.
Yeah, our country's at war. Let's not use that term.
And I apologize for that. In a number of ways to you, my
well, there's that. He's I heard from him yesterday.
Good.
So he's okay right now.
Mm-hmm.
And there's been no reports of strikes on our bases, so sleeping a little better.
That's always a good thing. I was concerned, but I know I would have heard from. I know I would have gotten a. Maybe not immediately, but eventually, or sooner than later, a phone call from you or a text from you saying something.
No, something happens to him, I would probably just disappear.
I would have heard. How's that?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. But so those of you who don't know, my son is in the Air Force. Mm-hmm. He can't tell me exactly where he is, but his particular fighter wing, the 77th Fighter Wing, the Gamblers. Shout out to those boys and the work they're doing right now.
Kenny Rogers was in that division, right?
Who?
Kenny Rogers was in that division.
Yes, he was. But he knew when to hold them.
He knew when to hold them, man.
And the Gamblers have often been at Prince Sultan Air Base, and that's the one that was hit last Friday, where the E-3 was completely had its ass shot off.
Right.
By a missile. But I've heard from him he's okay. So I'm not sure if he's at Prince Sultan and just he wasn't hurt during it, or sometimes that particular fighter group is attached to that particular base, and right. One other, which is near Riyadh.
Right.
And there's one that's closer to Jordan.
Riyadh, oh my God, I haven't heard that city in 35 years.
In my business. I deal with Riyadh on at least monthly basis.
Big Jim. I mean, he was in the first Gulf War, so
and that's probably where they landed.
Yeah.
Was at Prince Sultan.
Yeah.
But there's another one that's near the Jordan border. I can't remember its name right now. He might be there, but he's probably at one of the two because those are the two bases where the 77th usually flies out of.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So hopefully this will end soon.
We're hoping. Back in the cocktail note before I forget, that is the exact recipe. If you do not have smoked maple, Knob Creek smoked maple, use 1.5. Use regular bourbon and 1.5 bar spoons of smoked maple
Just
syrup.
half. That's how strong this stuff is. You only need to whip it by a half.
Half. That's it. That is perfect. Oh my God, I love this cocktail. This is. What are you thinking of it? Talk to me.
Oh, it's a little smoky for me.
Okay.
Little smoky for me.
Which I'm shocked of because you like smoke,
I like smoked beer,
not smoke cocktails.
not smoked cocktails so much, and I really am not. I've not bought into that whole show and rigmarole at the bar of smoking a cocktail.
You know, I do have.
You've got the kit. Yeah, I know you've got the kit.
I've got the kit. Yeah.
And I'm not really.
Haven't used it on the show yet. I will. I'll do something.
I think it's all, pun intended, smoke and mirrors.
It does. Here's what
I know it imparts a little bit of smoke.
It imparts a little bit of smoke. You're better. You get more smoke, and this is my palate. You get more smoke in your cocktail, in your palate, if you smoke the glass and pour the liquor in it, than you do if you smoke the cocktail after in the glass after the cocktail's already in the glass. Now you do get some smoke there, but all of the smoke you get there is aroma.
So it's the difference. It's the difference between brew kettle high alpha acid hop addition versus dry hopping.
Yes, similar, not exactly, but similar.
Okay. Actually, I would think if you really want that, just use Scotch or what you call it. If you want to, clearer, use mezcal.
Right.
Well, that's how you get your smoke.
That's how you get your smoke. Now, I will tell you this: if you like that smoke, right? If you have the kit like I have, and I'll do it on one show. If you have the kit and you smoke a cocktail and you drink it, you're going to get those smoke notes, but the smoke notes you're going to get are all aroma. So after your fourth and fifth sip, it's gone.
Yeah,
it's gone. You're just drinking your cocktail.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, if you like it that much and you want to do that, you're going to have to do it to the cocktail, drink your 3 or 4 sips, and then do it again to the cocktail.
Yeah.
Okay. But if you really want a cocktail that's smoked, you're going to have to put an element, as Dave was suggesting, into the cocktail that is smoked, whether that be mezcal, Scotch, smoked maple syrup, the Schlenker spirit distillate that they make, anything that is a smoked distillate or smoked ingredient that you can get into the cocktail, then you will have the same amount of smoke throughout the cocktail.
So we've got 3 ways to smoke a cocktail. You've got one of the ingredients has smoke in it.
Mm-hmm.
The second one is to get your smoke going with the glass overturned over it so the whole interior of the glass is smoked.
Mm-hmm. That's
your second level. And your most superficial level is this fancy smoke and mirror show that they like to put on in bars and then charge everybody $5 extra for that cocktail.
Right.
Yeah. That's why I've never been a big fan of that.
Right.
It's gimmicks, and it enhances. It doesn't enhance the whole cocktail.
It doesn't. It's the lightest way to get smoke into your cocktail.
Yeah. It's like I don't know. As an amateur mixologist, the movie Cocktail pisses me off.
I was just thinking about that the other day.
Because it has nothing to do with them actually pouring any kind of good drink. It's all the flair.
Right.
And that's just, and as far as I'm concerned, it's like, don't flare. Just shake the damn thing over your shoulder horizontally for the appropriate amount of time to get the saturation, the water saturation into the cocktail, get the chill level that you need, get it to the temperature you want, and then pour the damn cocktail. All this flippy ass shit. Yeah.
I will tell you this. When Jess had run, and we didn't talk about it on this show, of course, we talked about it on the beer show. Jess had run the New York City half marathon a few weeks ago, and finishing in Central Park. And we went out, to hit up. It was the Sunday before St. Patrick's Day, so we hit up a couple Irish pubs, and we went to a cocktail bar. Have you ever been to Tanner Smith's?
No.
Tanner Smith's on 55th, just off of 7th. Fantastic cocktails. I
Yeah.
highly recommend going to Tanner Smith's. Fantastic cocktail bar. They had a smoked old fashioned, but it was a spin. I forget exactly what was in it. I got the menu. Let's leave it at that. But whatchamacallit, they did both. They smoked the glass and they smoked the cocktail.
Interesting.
They didn't put a smoke ingredient in, but they did both version 2 and version 3 together. So you had, in the beginning of it, you had serious smoke happening.
Right.
And then you had your medium level of smoke from the smoke glass throughout the rest.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
I just found out about a month and a half ago that there is a speakeasy in my building.
And you haven't gone yet?
I have not gone.
Wait. Whose apartment is it?
Yeah, right.
I thought we were looking at the.
No. Not the building I live in. The building I work in.
I was going to say, I thought we were looking at the speakeasy.
This is the speakeasy in my building. Yes.
Okay.
Anybody knocks on the door is like got a bottle of.
So there's a legit speakeasy across from Madison Square Park.
Yes, underneath Italy.
I'm going to have to get there. What's the name of it?
Experimental Cocktail Bar.
Experimental Cocktail Bar.
You get to it going through a wine bar.
Nice. Nicely done. I like that.
Yeah. And the thing is, I didn't know about the wine bar either. And like, how do you not know about the wine bar? I'm like, and then I remember walking down. So my building, it's on the corner of 5th and 24th. 24th is that's a big byway, as is 5th. That's why right where the Flatiron is, right? And for the younger crowd, the Lego store in Manhattan. It's right there.
I had an office 3 blocks down from me.
But those two streets, but
5 blocks down from me, 18th and Broadway. 18th.
But 25th, a lot of people don't walk down 25th, despite the fact that's where Barcade used to be, was on 25th, right? And there's some other stuff down 25th, but that particular section of 25th was really just for deliveries and all that. And right next to our delivery door for our building is this wine bar, and I had never seen it before.
That's awesome.
And so the wine bar is there. I said, I've got to check out the wine bar, but I also have to check out the speakeasy.
Speakeasy, that's awesome.
I've not been to any of the speakeasies in Manhattan.
We're going to talk about that while we're drinking these cocktails. Before we end the show, we're going to talk about that. I do want to get to a couple of the comments. Doug has put up a few comments. I'd be remiss if I didn't put them up. Doug Smith said, Tiki has opened my eyes to how complex and layered cocktails can be.
Yeah.
Aromas, flavors, textures, presentation. It's an experience, not just a drink. You're 100%.
Well, here's the whole thing about presentation. I was making fun of the smoking as being smoke and mirrors. And a lot of the presentation of tiki cocktails tends to be over the top. It's different, though. And maybe I'm just being hypocritical, but it's different because the tiki cocktail garnishing, some of it does enhance the drink and ties into the drink.
Right.
Some of it is just for fun, and some of it's tongue in cheek. Even like some of the garnishes that I have aren't really garnishes because you can't eat them per se. But these are two of my favorite that I got in some of my tiki cocktails right here. Little snakes.
Snakes, I love them. That's
lying
cool.
On top of it. Right. There's one thing that I have back here. It's this little ball. And there's a slot.
You don't have to tell anybody about that. I mean, come on.
They're two different. No, but it's and it's got a little slot in it. And
I'm sorry.
When you first get these things, you just because it's a battery thing. You pull the thing out.
Right.
And it's this little mini strobe.
Oh, really?
And they just drop that into the drink.
drop it in the drink, right into the liquor.
Yeah.
Right into the
and so what I did, and I think this was at Paradise Lost, I took it out of the drink. When I was almost done with it, I took a piece of napkin and put it in to break the contacts. And then I put that in my pocket and I have it right up here. I'm not going to do it because I don't know I can get the fucking paper back in again. But I got to figure out what to get these things because those are a lot of fun to put in a drink, and especially if you've got some dry ice.
Oh, yeah.
You
So
put
the dry ice is, yeah.
and the whole dry and all the smoke coming off the dry ice is flashing.
That's great.
That is some fucking presentation right there.
That is presentation,
and that's also smoke and mirrors per se, but it's there's more to it. There's more fun. I think there's a lot more fun to that. So I think maybe I'm being hypocritical with the whole smoke thing, but I think the only valid argument that I have there is that they sell the fact that they're smoking your drink to enhance the flavor, and I think that's actual bullshit.
I agree with you on the latter presentation. Smoking the glass works,
right?
Not as well as putting a smoked ingredient in the cocktail.
And then we talk about those 3 levels, right?
3 levels, right? Next comment Doug said was, when you finally try a proper Mai Tai, you'll understand.
And what he means by the proper Mai Tai is the 44. And this has been a bone of contention because a lot of people think that the 44 should be the exact ingredients that were used by Don the Beachcomber, which is absolute bullshit. And the reason it's bullshit is because that the rum that he used for the original 44, you can't get anymore. It's gone. It doesn't exist. So no one can make the true exact recipe that Don the Beachcomber, not Don the Beachcomber, it's Vic. I'm sorry, Trader Vic.
Trader Vic, yeah.
Yeah, the zombie was Don the Beachcomber. The Trader Vic made. No one can do it. No one can actually do it. So as long as you're doing the spirit of the original 44, which means you're using this aged dark rum in it, and there's using room barbacoa in it, room agricole, in it. A lot of people think that immediately disqualifies it. I don't think at all. I think it enhances it.
It doesn't disqualify it.
I think it enhances it. Some people put a little bit of vanilla in there, and people are like, oh no, that's not canon. No, it actually enhances. As long as it enhances the original flavor of the 44, I think it's still a 44.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. I mean,
but when you're going off and changing the flavor of that 44, putting different, if you change the juice, you're just wrong.
You're wrong. Yeah.
If it's anything other than lime, you've not made a 44 Mai Tai. That's just straight up wrong right there.
Yeah.
So this is what he's talking about. So when you get one of those original, or the orge is at the right level, your rum blend is at the right level, and you've got the lime, balancing everything out on that. That's that chemistry he's talking about. That's alchemy. It's almost witchcraft.
It really, really is. And he goes on to say, what blows my mind is these drinks were being made 80 years ago.
Yep.
Craft cocktails before any trend. It's a culture I'm all in.
Yeah, Doug's all in. And Doug, I think Doug has a job, but he blows up my phone. I think about 24/7 almost.
Hold on. I'm part of that.
Yeah, you're part of that. And
not just your phone, my friend.
But I encourage him.
No, I love it. Believe me,
I love watching.
If a day goes by where I don't have any of those comments, it's not a full
We're
day.
worried about Doug. We're worried about Doug. So Doug, there are times where you might think I'm ignoring you. No, I'm actually working.
Yeah.
And I'll get to it.
On a quick tiki note before I get to his other 2 comments, I want to say, and another comment on here, another couple actually. My obviously, Dave, my favorite tiki cocktail.
Yeah, it's a Singapore Sling because of the gin.
Because of the gin. My second favorite tiki cocktail,
Mai Tai.
Pardon me. Would be a Mai Tai, exactly. So, and fog cutters a close third.
I would say because again, the gin.
The gin, yeah.
The gin.
Yeah.
I know fog cutters is there for you as well.
Pardon me. And he goes on to say, all the best to your son, Dave. My friend's son is in the Marines and is on a ship off the coast of where.
So, and the thing is, so your friend's son. Must be a big fan, as most Marines and Army grunts are, of the A-10. The A-10 is this plane that they have tried to retire over and over and over again. Every time they try to retire it, John McClane would go in front of Congress and explain why you can't retire this plane. And when John McClane passed away, we all thought, okay, there's the end of the A-10. And the Air Force keeps trying to retire it. and the Marines and the Army refuse to let this thing die. And now this war, especially in the Gulf and near the Straits of Hormuz, the A-10 is once again showing you can't retire this platform. Because you've got these ships, these small little boats that are attacking, and you've got the drones and all that, and there's only one plane that's slow enough with enough firepower to take it out. And yeah, God, I love that. My first experience with that plane, John, I was McGuire Air Force Base. I was in high school. I had broken my ankle. I was on crutches. I was in the Air Force ROTC, believe it or not. And I
believe it.
I was going across the tarmac, and I got really tired because it's hot out. And I stopped and I looked to my left. This is the first time I've ever seen it. I'm looking down the barrel of that fucking gun, and I was like, "Let me take a few more steps forward."
By the way, I do want to just I would be remiss if I didn't do a little correction here, and I mean nothing by it, but you're referring to John McCain. John McClane.
That's Die Hard. Yes, John McCain. John McCain. You're absolutely correct. Yeah. But no, the A-10.
Because I just want to make sure that none of our listeners thought that Bruce Willis. He
has not passed yet. Thank God. But yeah, the A-10 is starting to become like the new B-52 in the sense that they
it is the new B-52.
No, because the B-52 is still the B-52, because the B-52, the B-1 and the B-2 are being retired. The B-52 is being retrofitted. It's being upgraded yet again. And for those who know, Grandpa Buff lives. Grandpa Buff is forever.
There you go.
And I don't know if you know the reference, John. I'll explain it to you afterwards.
Yeah, tell me afterwards. Doug also went on to say he and I were both in the Marines. My youngest son is looking into becoming an officer in the Navy once he finishes his degree in December.
Well, good luck to him. Good luck to him.
Cheers to him. Absolutely. And then really quick, Vanessa Kitty.
Before we get to Vanessa's comments, Doug, and just to fuck with Doug a little bit, you know that Marines is an acronym, right?
Go ahead.
My ass rides in naval equipment.
That's Marine, not Marines.
Yeah, Marine.
Naval equipment's.
and you know what USMC stands for, right?
Yes, I do. Don't tell me. Hold on.
Come on.
Yes, I know it. USMC is. Give me the first word.
Uncle.
Yeah, I knew it was Uncle. Uncle. Just gotta say it. I know.
Uncle Sam's Misguided Children.
Uncle Sam's Misguided Children. Yeah.
And the thing is, that's not a diss to the Marines. They own it. They love that fucking nickname.
Oh yeah, Jim, and my cousin absolutely love it.
Yep.
So Miss Kitty said hi. She said Mai Tais are nice.
They're beyond nice, but okay. Yeah.
Aged drums are great fun to have in the pantry.
No, I disagree. Aged drums are great fun to have in your bell, in the glass, in your throat. Yeah.
No, in the glass, because they can still they're going to get to your throat and your belly. Yeah. Then she goes on to say, watch the A-10s work often through the years.
The best thing about watching the
numbered Air Force, Barksdale Air Force Base when it was SAC, and she said retired U.S. Air Force. We know this.
SAC is Strategic Air Command.
Strategic Air Command.
And that's that Air Force Base, I believe, is Alaska, correct?
Still Alaska Strategic Air Command. Yeah, absolutely.
No. Strategic Air Command is. There's different levels of Air Force bases.
Barksdale AFB when it was ASCC. That was in
Right, but Strategic Air Command, there's different levels of Air Force bases, and there's some that are more battle ready constantly than other Air Force bases.
Absolutely.
So,
all right. So back to what we were talking about. We're talking about speakeasies.
So I've as many times as I've seen the entrance to Please Don't Tell, I've never gone in because by the time.
Oh, I'm sorry. Barksdale is in Louisiana. She said.
Oh, I thought that was. What's the one in Alaska?
Let us know, Vanessa.
Yeah.
We'll continue with the. Please Don't Tell is in Criff Dogs. You have to on St. Mark's right next door to one of our
Augers
favorite
Well.
bars, Augers Well.
But here's the problem: every time I get the Criff Dogs, I'm already trashed.
You got to go there. You got to go there earlier. You have to. You
I
have
know.
to make it. You have to make it a day where you're not having a lot of beer. You have to make it a day where it's a cocktail day.
But Augers Well's right next door.
I understand that, but you can do that afterwards. You could do beer after cocktails.
And the thing is, and
cocktails, liquor before beer in the clear, beer before liquor,
never been
thicker.
Right. And there was the time where Proletariat
we're
was
drinking
right
both.
And Proletariat was right across the street.
And yeah, they're not closed yet, but I got to get there before they do.
They're not. They're closed on St. Mark's.
They're
no longer in St. Mark's.
Right, but I meant Proletariat to begin.
Proletariat is now what, 1 block over?
1 block over, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And she said, Caddo Parish next to Shreveport is where Barksdale was.
Yep.
Elmendorf Air Force Base.
Elmendorf, that's the one. Okay.
She was in Alaska 5 years, beginning in 82. There you go.
So
anyway, no, I know Proletariat was right across the street from there as well. So it's hard to not have beer, but you have to have a plan, right? If you're gonna hit Speakeasy, you have to have a plan.
And you got to start at Speakeasy.
It doesn't include beer, right? It doesn't include beer.
You have to start there.
Commit to the cocktail. Commit to the cocktail. That should be the name of our book. Commit to the cocktail.
I thought it was just going to be Anna Chaser.
Well, it could be Anna Chaser. You know what? Commit to the cocktail can be a tagline. There you go.
There you go.
Anyway, back to this. You need to go to PDT. My favorite drink in PDT, and I'm gonna pull up the recipe because I know it's online. Because it's in.
Okay.
Did you ever buy the PDT book?
No, I didn't know they had a book.
Uh-huh.
So for people who don't know, well, John looks this up, I'll vamp a little bit. If you go into Criff Dogs, there is a phone booth. And usually by the time a lot of people get to Criff Dogs, they're drunk off their ass and they want a peanut butter and pretzel hot dog.
No. It's called a Little Ma. It's peanut butter and bacon hot dog. Get it straight.
But I'm sorry, don't they put potato chips on it or
potato chips and pickles?
Pickles, that's right. Yeah. The Little Ma. The Little Ma is famous, so they go there for that because they're drunk off their ass and they just want to throw something in their face, and they don't want to get in trouble with their friends and family again. So they find something safer to put in their face or mouth. And you go and you're usually drunk, so the fact that there is a fucking phone booth at this day and age in a hot dog joint.
And half of the people going in there don't even know what the hell a phone booth is.
They don't even know it, but it doesn't seem to strike them as being odd. Yeah. If you go in there sober, you're like, what the fuck is there a phone booth in a hot dog place? But if you go to the phone booth, close the door, pick up the receiver, and the receiver is
not the Odell Beckham Jr. receiver.
Yeah, no, the receiver is that thing that's hanging on there. It almost looks like a elongated C, and it's hanging on a hook. That's a receiver. You pick.
You ever see anybody go like this?
Yeah, that's
the receiver.
Yeah, call me. Yeah, it actually means something. You pick it up. It's usually black. There's a cord coming out of it. You put that to your face, and you may hear someone say something on the other side. If you don't, you just say 4, please. And if they have room, they'll go, okay. You hang up the receiver back where it was on the cradle, and the back of the phone booth opens up.
The wall of the phone booth opens up, and you can go in. Yeah. Now, if they don't have room, they will take your phone number and they will call you when they
on your cell phone.
Your cell phone, not your home phone.
One of these things.
Your cell phone.
Yeah.
So actual cell phone. So you get that part right. Yeah. So you can go out and about around the neighborhood or whatever. They'll call you, and you don't have to be right there. You can be okay. Yeah, we're 10 minutes away. We'll be right back. Okay, and they'll hold your table. But my favorite cocktail at PDT is called the Lower East Side Globetrotter.
Nice, I like that.
All right, LES Globetrotter for sure.
Please tell me there's lemon in it.
I will read you. I will tell you.
You know why I say that?
I know what you say.
Meadowlark lemon.
Meadowlark lemon. Right.
Right. Oh my God, I just aged myself.
You did. Hey, I saw
You knew
the
what I
Harlem
meant.
Globe. I know what you meant. Of course, I saw the Harlem Globetrotters play.
So did
I
I.
saw Curly Neal and Meadowlark Lemon and everybody play.
And who's the team that they always played against?
They played the Washington
Generals.
Washington Generals, yeah. So
they were the foil.
They were the foil, right? So it's an ounce and a quarter of rye whiskey.
An ounce and a quarter.
Mm-hmm. 3/4 of an ounce of cognac.
Okay, they're already pissing off most people because the exactment of the exactement.
Well,
exactement of the measurements. Yes.
3/4 of an ounce of Benedictine.
I hate Benedictine, and it's not because I hate the liquor. I hate the fact that you can't fit it on any goddamn shelf because it's goddamn tall.
No, you can.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
You're talking about
Galliano. Yeah, Galliano.
Yeah. 3/4 of an ounce of Benedictine. A half an ounce of Rum Clement Creole Shrub.
Because that's just so easy to find.
Easy to find. They have an endless supply of it, but for us common folk,
I'll just walk downstairs to the liquor store that caters to the Hispanic.
Actually, to be quite honest with you, it's not one of the easier shrubs to find, but it's not one of the more difficult shrubs to find. Rum Clement Creole Shrub is you can find it.
Explain to the listeners what a shrub is, and it's not a shrubbery.
It's
not the Knights That Say Me shrubbery,
right? It's a solution of how would you say it?
Lye and no.
No.
There's no lye in a shrub.
No, there's no lye in a shrub. It's whatever ingredients you're going to put in there. It's a you know what? It's a concoction of elements. I'm losing my train of thought here. Not my train of thought. My
deadly nightshade
words to say. Like if you want to make a rosemary shrub, right? You're going to take some liqueur and the shrub, and you're going to
you're gonna make a rosemary shrub, but you start off with the shrub and get some rosemary. I
didn't say shrub. No, I said liqueur and rosemary and
the shrub
and make.
You're taking a whole shrub of rosemary.
Shrub of rosemary, right? So anyway, it's and it's an orange twist, and you stir with ice and strain over into an ice sphere into rocks glass. It's a fantastic cocktail.
Okay,
it's so good. And it's I mean they have many fantastic cocktails. Now, on that note, okay, not too far away from there. Now that's on St. Mark. It's on St. Mark's. Obviously, we're talking about it's inside Criff Dogs on St. Mark's, right next to Augers Well. So if you are at St. Mark's, now it's probably about 100 feet from Avenue A and Thompson Square Park. Mm-hmm. Maybe 120 feet somewhere in there, on the north side of St. Mark's.
Yeah,
you find Criff Dogs. You go down, make sure you have a hot dog. Now, by the way, you can get the entire Criff Dogs menu in PDT, so you don't have to.
That's good to know.
And then go in PDT. You can go in PDT and eat, and Criff Dogs does have a couple other things that they don't put on the regular menu that are available inside Criff Dogs. Inside PDT.
That's the stuff with the deadly nightshade on it.
Right, exactly. Right. Now, St. Mark's is what would be 8th Street. There is no 8th Street. There's 7th and 9th. St. Mark's is 8th, right? On 6th, so 2 blocks south of there, is Death and Company.
Yes. Carrie and I just walked by that the other day. Mm-hmm. Like, Death and Company. Oh, that's the coffee shop.
No, it's
not the coffee shop. It's a speakeasy. Because you know what? You know what Death and Company is really close to?
Mm-hmm. Paradise Lost.
Paradise Lost is kind of around the corner from them.
Kind of around the corner. Now, around the corner. Now that used to be another tiki bar beforehand. Well, there used not that used to be. There used to be another tiki cocktail there, and not right next door, but within a couple of within 50 feet, closer to Avenue A, was the Gin Palace. Now, not a speakeasy. Oh, well, it was a speakeasy, but it was a gin speakeasy.
Okay. A gin joint.
A gin joint. And it was the cocktails in there were fantastic. The head bartender in there, Kayam, friend of mine, amazing mixologist, lives out in California now, not even in mixology anymore. He's actually in theology.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but he was an amazing mixologist. Anyway, but I'm not so sure it's there. I can't imagine it's not, but I haven't heard anything about it, nor have I been there in several years. But south of there, on the Lower East Side, so not in the East Village, south of, not only south of Houston Street, but south of Delancey Street.
Okay.
Working your way down towards the financial district on the east side. All right, but only maybe a block or two south of Delancey, was a place called the toy shop, the toy box.
I'm at a loss there.
It was the toy chest. I'll think of the name of it, but it was there. But what was amazing about my cousin Adam, of if you're familiar with the beer podcast, when we talked about Spike and Dival, my cousin Adam was the first to take me to Spike and Dival about 25, 26, 27 years ago.
What I'm about to do is going to make everything over here shake. So pardon me, but
all good. We went. There was
and I'm probably sure you're looking at my belly right now.
No, we're looking at your face and the top of your chest.
Oh, okay, not bad. Well, could be worse, could be better. I could learn to type. There we go. Keep going. I'm looking for something. You there?
I'm here.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah, okay. So we went. There was like 5 of us that went one night. So we went to. It was what? I need to find the name. I'm sorry. NYC.
Well, that's what I'm looking for, because I know that I have created a Google map on some of the.
I'm sorry.
Wikis that are out there.
I apologize. My bad. I'm completely off base, and I do deeply apologize.
It's in the wrong place and not called.
No. It's in California.
Oh, it's in California.
No.
You're close.
I'm close now. It's called the Back Room. And it is.
You weren't even close to anything.
No, it's behind a toy store. That's why I was confused. There's a toy store in front. It's down. You got to walk downstairs and go around the side of the building and down an alley and in the side of the building. And it's called the Back Room. So it's behind the toy store. It's the back room behind the toy store now. So what was great about that? Fantastic cocktails. Now, I'm assuming, now I've been there in a few years.
Which city was it in California?
No, in New York City. It's in New York City.
You just said California.
No, I was kidding. I was joking. It's where I said it was. It's just south of Delancey in New York, on the east side, the Lower East Side. But we now I've been there a few years, but all of their cocktails they serve in pre-prohibition.
There it is.
Teacups.
This is actually on that map that I have.
There you go.
And actually, the Back Room is just. It's actually just north of Delancey. Sorry.
Just north of Delancey. It was by Delancey.
It is on Norfolk Street.
Oh, it's on Norfolk, yeah.
About maybe 50 yards north of Delancey.
There you go. I knew it was by Delancey. It's been a minute since I've been there. All right. But anyway, they serve them in teacups. But what was great about that is we walked in, the one night we walked in, it was a Saturday night, we walked in there. There was 5 of us. And it's not a huge space, but it's not a tiny space. Right? And we were literally about 9 or 10 deep at the bar when we first walked in there. And we look at each other, and I look at Adam, he looks at me, he says, one and done. I'm like, yeah, we'll move on to the next place. I'm going to stay here. It'll take us.
I think I've heard this story.
Right. So maybe about after 5 minutes of waiting in line, the maitre d' comes over and grabs my cousin Adam and says, is anybody taking care of you? And Adam says, no, we're just waiting in line. He says, hold on one second. And we watch him walk over to a table of 20-somethings, late 20-somethings, early 30-somethings. The one, they weren't like 22 or anything, but a younger crowd, right? And there was about 8 of them sitting at a table, and we watched him kick them out. Literally kick them out of the bar. Like, you're done, finish up, get out, pay your bill, leave. And this happened in about 5-10 minutes. We watched them pay, and they're like looking around like they didn't know what the hell that happened. Like, why the hell are we getting kicked out of here? And they walk out. Once they walked out, they were cleaning up. They had 2 or 3 servers go over and like cleaning up the table and the area and everything else. And then he came over to us and said, "Right this way." And he sits us down. And I'm like, Adam looks at me, and I'm like, he's got to think we're somebody, or you're somebody, right? So I'm like, here, I hand him a $20 bill. I was like, just hand him this. It's something, right? It's not a $100 bill. We're not doing that, right? We're not playing that game, right? But at least it's more than a $5 bill, right? Here you go, $20. Shake him. Thank you very much. When we sit down, and we were still one and done. We had a drink it with him.
So while you're talking, I just poured a whole bunch of stuff into the glass because I still got
any rhyme or reason, or just
no. So I grabbed some of the Trader Vic's macadamia nut. I got a little bit of Don Pedro brandy in here, and I put in a ton of Macadamia Eclipse.
So macadamia. So Trader Vic's macadamia nut.
Yep. Don Pedro brandy.
Don Pedro brandy and Macadamia Eclipse.
Yep.
Interesting. All right.
That's not awful.
Now, have you done that before, or something similar, or you
no?
You just came up with it.
Just came up with it. It needs something. Oh, I know it needs. No, 43 is going to throw. I'll make it too sweet.
43 is going to be too sweet.
43 is
especially with the Trader Vic's macadamia in there.
I know what I need some Demerara in this. So Demerara.
It could be sweet too, though.
Demerara is not sweet. Demerara is maltier. And from the beer world, there's a difference between sweet and malty.
It's true.
Right. So when you put Demerara in something, you're getting more of you get that flavor of sweet without it actually being sweet. So Demerara has got more of a molasses flavor to it than most because of the process of making Demerara rum. This is from Guyana. The Demerara River runs through Guyana, so it's named after the river.
Of course.
And that's much better with the Demerara. It needs a fruit juice, but I'm not going to get up and squeeze any juices into this. This is a nice base.
I don't want to watch that if you do. So
this is a nice base. Oh, here's the thing. So I don't know. Have you ever heard of Cook's Illustrated magazine?
Yes.
Cook's Illustrated magazine is the magazine that comes out of America's Test Kitchen, which is a PBS show.
Test Kitchen is great. Yeah, I love that.
And these guys are fantastic. What they do, they take classic recipes, very ethnic recipes, and they just cook it 10 different. They make it 10, 20 different ways until they come with the best way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But they also do product testing, and because they're PBS, they're not sponsored by anybody. Right, they're independent. So being independent, they can tell you honestly, we like this better than this. We like this better than this. And when they talk about citrus juicers, manual citrus juicers, this motherfucker right here gets all the props from them.
Oh, that's a fantastic citrus.
This is a double geared, and the thing is, you are going to get more out of your lemons and limes. You can't fit an orange in this thing. If you want to do an orange, you get this bad boy. It is the big brother of this one. This is an investment. This sucker right here. And the thing is, I'm not getting more juice out of this one than I would normally get. Will it squeeze more juice out of it? Yes, but it's not going to get all through these holes. It's actually going to spill it up over the tops. So I don't know how good of an investment this was.
You know what? That one needs more holes on the bottom.
Yes. This, on the other hand, was an amazing investment. So when you juice a lime,
only way I use lime juice. I juice limes.
Right, but when you juice a lime, it's rare to ever get more than an ounce out of a lime. Right, they're small.
Depends on it depends on
I said it's rare. It's rare. You use this motherfucker, you're going to get an ounce of almost every damn lime you ever juice. Because these gears right here are going to give you another level of leverage, and you're going to squeeze every last bit out of it.
Why are they not a sponsor of this show?
You
need to work on that.
I'm not giving the name of the company.
Yeah. Well, we'll give the name of the company when they sponsor the show.
There we go. We got to talk to them about that.
I just realized when I put, well, first of all, let me first say that you're having that, and we'll wrap up shortly. However, I did pour myself just a little bit because I don't have a lot of it left, and I want to make one more cocktail with the ounce and a half I still have left in here. But Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, Social Still, Sasquatch.
I've been there. It's a great place. Their food is fantastic. Fan-fucking-tastic. They're what's the brewery that's not too far from them?
There's
I've been there many times.
It's Bond
Place. They're falling off, I think.
Bond Place?
Yeah.
No, I was there in.
They had.
I was there in December, and I had a couple fantastic beers.
Oh, good. Then I'm glad to hear that, because when we were there, they were kind of like, oh, okay. They must have had just an off batch or two. I was not thrilled.
I had a Scotch ale. I had the brown ale, which I love. I had a Scotch ale, and I had 3 beers while I was there. But they were spot on. They were
because I talk about Carrie's aunt, Nancy, who likes her big stouts.
Right.
But also in her family, Nancy's sister, Aunt Peggy, her husband Frank, he's a beer drinker.
Okay.
So we went to so Carrie right now is at she was at a charity group. They've got their monthly meeting, but they had sponsored a trip out to the casino.
Well, it
used to be Sands.
It's Wind Creek.
Wind Creek, right? Out to Wind Creek. And I'm not a gambler. I don't like
which literally is 6 blocks from Social Still.
So what we did is I told Karen, like, yeah, I'll go, but I'm not going to the casino. I'm hitting breweries and I'm going to go to Social Still. She's like, okay, I'll go with you. When her Uncle Frank found out that's what we're doing, he's like, yeah, I'm coming with you. So I always have a good time with him. He's a good guy. So yeah, we went there. The food was fantastic. And the cocktail that I had there after being at we went to 2 breweries while there's another brewery that's a couple of blocks away from
it's Country Club.
Country Club, yes. Their stuff's not bad.
Not bad. It's not bad.
No, not bad. So yeah, good trip. Bethlehem is an underrated beer town, I think.
It is. Because
south of the river, they've got 4 breweries.
Yep.
North of the river, there's 2 of them north of the river.
3, but one of them is the same as one south of the river.
Right. And the one that's south of the river, the one that's north of the river is in a sandwich shop, and the sandwiches are really damn good.
Yeah, they are.
So, yeah, and then the classic one in Bethlehem is Fagley's. Bethlehem Beer Works, yeah. Very, very cool sampler stands.
Yes, you're not wrong.
And also good food.
Very good food there too. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I think Social Still's food's better.
Social Still's food is better than Fagley's. No offense to Fagley's. Fagley's is good, but Social Still's a little
the best food that used to be in Bethlehem when it was beer related. I'm not sure they're there anymore. What was it called? The Vault or something like that. It was a craft beer bar, brew pub.
Yeah. Pub. It was there. It's not. It's
in an old bank. It was Was it called the Vault? No, there's a pun in there. The fuck was it called?
It was a pun. Yeah, I can't think of it.
I can't remember it now. But
that's not there anymore anyway, though. So
no, it's gone. It was only like about 6 blocks from the big beer store there. One of the beer stores that had the grandfather clause that they could sell less than case.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't remember the name of that
I
place.
can't remember that. There's a couple places that closed because we were going to go, or we're out there in December. We're going to go to a couple places that we had gone to before, and they were both closed too. So, but I did want to point this out. I showed the bourbons I got over the winter. This was also a holiday present, and it was right behind my Sasquatch from Social Still. So I just grabbed
Okay,
it.
so it reminds you.
And it's just straight regular Basil Hayden's.
So Basil Hayden.
But what should we call it? But this will appear in a bunch of cocktails. But it's a liter. They want me a liter of it. So.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Now Basil Hayden's one of the most approachable bourbons out there. If you've got someone who likes Irish whiskey and can't stand bourbon, give them Basil Hayden. That's a good way to ease them in.
Yeah, that's going to be my next bourbon cocktail making bottle that I use.
Okay, it works.
Yeah, absolutely. It's fantastic. But this Sasquatch is there's only I'm going to make one more cocktail. I have enough. I have about 1.5 ounces, 2 ounces left in there. So I'm going to make one more cocktail with that Sasquatch before it's done. So I don't know when I'm getting back out to Bethlehem, but I wanted to pour a little bit of it. So I'm just toasting on that. So we got to get you to some speakeasies in Manhattan, and we got to get you to Tanner Smith's.
I think we need to do a speakeasy tour.
I think we need to do Tanner Smith's and some speakeasies.
Well, here's the thing about that. As I pulled up my speakeasy map, and I gotta make sure they're all still open. Mm-hmm. My speakeasy map is there's a ton in Chicago, ton in California. I've got them throughout the world on this map. Manhattan, there's 20. Mm-hmm. There's 20 of them. I've got to check to make sure they're still open, but I do need to start. And the thing is, the one I mentioned that kicked this whole conversation off, experimental cocktails, isn't even on it. So I got to get that on the map.
Yeah, get that on the map. I got to get you to Mace too. Mace actually moved. They were in the East Village. Now they're over on 8th, just north of Washington Square Park.
Mace. Let me see if I even have Mace on there. So I'm going to
not a speakeasy. It's just a
okay. Bar. So here's the speakeasies that I had on here. Mm-hmm. The 124 Old Rabbit Club.
Old Rabbit Club, yeah.
So Old Rabbit Club is a beer bar, but 124 Old Rabbit Club is the speakeasy in the back of it. Mm-hmm. 1986 established wine bar and lounge. 67 Orange Street, Angel Share.
Yep, Angel Share. Yep.
The auction house, Attaboy. Attaboy is not too far from the one you were mentioning earlier near Delancey. Mm-hmm. B Flat, the one you mentioned was the back room, right?
Back room, right.
Bar Centrale.
Bar Centrale, yep.
Bathtub Gin. Mm-hmm. Beauty in Essex. Blind Barber. Now, Blind Barber is in the back of a barber shop, if it's still there. And actually, it is a barber shop. You can go.
It's a barber shop. You can get a haircut
and have a drink. Brooklyn Social, Dear Irving Gramercy, Death and Company. There it is. I did have that on there. Dutch Kills, Employees Only.
Employees Only, yes.
Featherweight. Figure 19, The Garret, Lanterns Keep, Larry Lawrence, Little Branch, Lovers of Today, Manderley, Middle Branch, Mulberry Project, Nightcap, Pleased Hotel, PDT, as we mentioned before, Rains Law Room, Chelsea. If I remember correctly, I forget what it's in, but there's like a bookshelf with old law books.
Yeah,
it's behind the bookshelf.
Yeah, I forget the name of it, but yeah.
Rains Law Room in Chelsea.
No, where it's behind. I'm saying.
From West 17th Street, you'll see an unmarked stairwell. Oh no, this is different. There's an unmarked stairwell. Head down and ring the doorbell, where a host will take you into the underground cozy den filled with curtain-off couches, soft music from the 20s, and lamp strings you pull to have your waiter approach your table and take your order. How cool is that shit? And
then a 7-foot-tall guy comes up and says, "You rang."
Smith and Mills. The thing is, when I found these things, the write-ups, I actually put the write-ups into my map. Smith and Mills, this old horse stable turned speakeasy, has large booth seating, a bathroom that used to be a European elevator cage. Oh my god! And classic cocktails with ingredients like egg whites, fresh juices. Like
what you just read sounds like, you ever see on SNL when Bill Hader does Stefan?
Yeah.
Yeah. This thing has everything. This place has everything. They're located on the Upper East Side of a dumpster.
And then finally, Sunshine Laundromat. And this one's actually in Brooklyn.
Okay.
It's in Greenpoint.
Well, let me tell you something. There's no way we're doing all of that in one trip.
No. But we got to do some of them.
Here's the thing. With any of them, one of them can be one trip. That's where
this is absolutely true.
So it has to be strategic. We got to pick like 3 or 4.
Well, here's the thing.
There one and done.
Do you realize that there's 4 surrounding Thompson Square Park?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm well aware of that.
Because you've got Please Don't Tell.
Mm-hmm.
The Blind Barber is on the north side of the park. Yeah. The south side of the park is Lovers Today. And the southwest side of the park is Death and Company.
Death and Company, right.
So there's 4 of them right there.
And love
and then you finish off your night at Paradise Lost.
And you go to Paradise Lost, yeah. So literally, I would say one and done in the Barber and Lovers. I've been to Lovers. I haven't been to Barber. I've been to the other 3. I've been to PDT, Death and Company, and Lovers. What is it? Lovers. What's the other one on the south side of Thompson Square?
Lovers of Today, yeah.
Lovers of Today.
To get to Lovers of Today, look for the gate marked 132.5.
Yeah, and you got to walk in the gate and go down, and it's back.
You'll see soft cushion booths and dim alcoves that make it the perfect spot for a date night.
No, it's pretty cool. It's cool.
Inside, you'll get liquors that are all made in-house and have fun names like Satellite of Love. Oh, Satellite of Love, that's MST 1000.
Yeah.
And if you know.
I know.
And Waterloo Sunset. So I had I'm not going to get into that.
Mystery Science Theater.
Yes. But someone had said that they wanted to do the State of the Union, but Mystery Science Theater style. That's pretty funny right there.
MST, that's great. I would do the Barber and Lovers of Today, one and done. I would do Death and Company or PDT, one or the other. One of them one and done, and the other one 2. And gotcha. then I would go over to Paradise Lost.
And Paradise Lost itself is almost that's almost a speakeasy.
It's almost a speakeasy, yeah.
Because
so I would get there. I think what we should do is we should go to Barber, Lovers of Today, one and done, PDT 2, and food.
Yeah.
Death and Company 1, and then
Paradise Lost has food as well.
Well, that's what I'm saying. PDT 2 and food. Death and Company 1, and then Paradise Lost 1 or 2 and food.
So Paradise Lost, when you go there, it doesn't say Paradise Lost anywhere on the frontage.
Not at all.
It's this logo that's got a PL on it. It's green. And you go up, and there's a ring button.
You push the button.
Push the button, and you wait. Eventually, you won't hear anything. No one talks to you through the ring. Eventually, the door buzzes. You open the door, one party at a time. You go in, and there's a desk right there. You talk to the guy or girl, and they ask you how many. And they're either going to tell you they've got space at the bar, they got space in the booth, or there's space at a high top, in which they'll find you a place to sit.
They'll find you a place to sit, yeah.
So if you're buzzed in, you've got a spot in the bar. And then what they'll do is like, I'll meet you on the other side. Walk down this hallway, make a right, and go through the fuzzy door. And they're not kidding. It's a fuzzy fucking door.
It's a fuzzy door.
And you go down the hallway, and the hallway is like this ivy line, and there's this neon sign in the back that says Paradise Lost, vacancy or no vacancy, depending on what mood they're in. And you go through. And when you go through the fuzzy door, they're waiting for you on the other side, and they take you to where you're going. But what hits you immediately is the music.
Yeah.
It's surf punk.
Surf punk, yeah.
And then you start taking in you could go there 20 times. You're not going to see everything that is hanging in the ceiling, in the netting in the ceiling, or mounted to the walls. There's just way too much visually to take in.
There is. So
So
it's gonna be good. So you know what, and we'll put this outing together, and we'll go live a couple of times while we're
oh, that should be fun because we'll be trashed.
Well, we'll do it early on.
Yeah, but if we do it by the time, well, here's the thing: we can't.
We'll do it. We'll go live early on once, and then we'll go live after everything when we're done at Paradise Lost.
That's almost impossible. You won't be able to hear us. The place is loud.
All right, before we get into it, some other point.
Yeah, maybe while we're online waiting to get in.
There you go. Anyway, so all right. This was a fantastic show, and our longest show to date, by the way.
Oh, which tops our last show.
Which was our longest show to date prior to this one.
To this one.
2 shows ago, because you weren't on the last show. The last Edit Chaser show was just myself and Tom.
Right.
Show. So show number 35 was our longest show to date. This is show 37, which is now the longest show. Anyway,
I gotta go back and watch the St. Patrick's Day show. I'm really interested to see what.
Check it out. It was fun. It was a good show. Tom, this is the first one that Dave and I have done that Tom didn't join while he was working. And
the thing is, I understand it because he probably didn't have the ingredient for the cocktail.
He didn't have the ingredients for the cocktail.
Yeah,
that's what it was. So, but
it
we're all now.
It was a very specific ingredient. Yes,
it was. So, but we'll be back. There may be another show between now and May 7th. It may just be me and Tom on a Wednesday. It may be me and Dave. It may be all 3 of us. Who knows? But on May 7th, we will be having our first guest. It'll
be our second,
barring anything unforeseen. It'll be our first guest on the show,
and it'll be our second Agave Spirit show.
It'll be our second Agave Spirit show, and our guest will be from La Pulga. And we'll be doing some tequila cocktails. And this gentleman is a major mixologist, and he loves what he does. So
so no pressure on us for making our cocktails.
None at all, because he's going to be the star of the show. We're just going to follow his lead. That's all we're doing.
Yeah, but we're still going to make cocktails.
Oh no, we'll make cocktails, but it doesn't matter what we do because he's going to be leading.
But I've got to do some sort of Agave Spirit tiki drink.
I think that's a challenge. And not that anything's been decided yet, folks, but there will be. I think Dave and I have decided that there will not be another show separate from the End of Chaser show to just devote to tiki, but there will be a tiki segment, at least occasionally, if not on every show.
Well, what's going to happen? Yeah, if I don't throw a tiki drink into every damn show, which is my want. And I want to, pun. If there's not, this is probably the next show where we don't have a guest on the show, will probably be our next tiki drink show.
Will be our next tiki drink show.
Yeah. Is what John, I think, is trying to say.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Exactly. So, but we'll be.
It might be 2 shows from now. It might be 3 shows from now.
Mm-hmm.
It all depends upon certain gentleman from the Atlantic City area.
This would be true.
Yeah,
exactly. So we will figure it out. But in any event, we will we'll let you know about that. But keep pay attention to our Facebook page, and which is End of Chaser, and quite frankly the Artists and Spirits Fest page as well. Facebook.com/Artists and Spirits Festival. That is our other page as well. Something should be coming up on that towards the end of May too. We're not sure what we're going to do for that this year for National Cocktail Day.
We
Craft Distillery Day. I'm sorry.
Craft Distillery Day. The original concept may be revived. A lot of things that happened that kind of slashed those tires.
Right, but we use that page as well, and there's a number of things that we need to do on that. So just pay attention to the pages. You'll see what's going on. But on that note, we will wrap up the show for today. We want to thank everybody for watching, and for those of you just listening to the audio podcast, thank you for listening. Don't forget to visit our website. All of the Edit Chaser info will be on www.lageroom.com. That's LAGERROOM.com. And please remember, like us and follow us on all of our social media at Facebook at Edit Chaser. That's all of our social media at this point, folks. Anyway, and of course, all of the shows are available on YouTube as well on the Logger Room channel. Remember, we go live with video podcast.
That's a great channel.
It's a fantastic channel.
I follow it. You should too.
I do.
I'm talking about you. I'm talking to everybody.
Oh, you should follow the Logger Room channel because
it's not just us. It's the Logger Room guys, and it's Tom's at the.
It's Tom's at the pub.
At the pub,
and it's also the Get On With It Sports podcast is on that channel too.
Oh, those assholes are on too.
Those fuckers are on that show too.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
I love those guys.
Those guys are great.
I can't stand to listen to them talk, but I love them.
I know that Jersey Johnny is such a dick.
Oh well, there's that guy. But Radio Pete, is he brain damaged?
No, it depends on the time of day.
Love you, Pete.
There you go. But on that note, though, remember we go live with the video podcast on Facebook and YouTube every other Wednesday night. Well, this is Thursday, and that was what we used to do. So every other week, let's put it that way. Every other
Wednesdays and Thursdays, every now and then.
Yeah.
And I made fun of Radio Pete because I can't make fun of Harry Ludness because we're going to try to talk him into redoing our theme song for this show.
Theme song, yeah, this one is cool, but we want to get another because the opening theme to the Log Room Guys is a log song.
It's become iconic.
Right. The opening theme, the original opening theme to the Get On With It podcast was Log. The new opening theme to Get On With It is also Log. So we need to get Log.
We need another Log show.
We do. And we need to get Tom an opening theme from Log too for the at the pub.
Sure. That works too.
But in any event, which we go for those of you who just want to listen to the audio podcast, you can do so on our audio host Spreaker as well as iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Odyssey, Audible, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music Podcasts, TuneIn Podcast Addict, Castbox, Deezer, Podchaser, Listen Notes. Pretty much anywhere you can find an audio podcast, you will find the End of Chaser podcast. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to one or more of those feeds, and you will never miss a show. Again, thanks for following along with us. Have a great rest of your week. Have a wonderful weekend, and we will talk to you in a couple of weeks, maybe a few weeks. No later than May 7th, but we'll talk to you between now and then. And just follow us on our socials. Follow us on End of Chaser on Facebook and the Artists and Spirits Fest on Facebook. And of course, the Log Room Guys Facebook page and the YouTube channel. And everything there. So, anyway, enjoy, folks. Take care.
Cheers. Folks.